Now we're at my house, and here are the kittens. Kittens! So, a lot of these guys are going to be leaving soon. All of the orange and buff ones are going to different fosters. 3 of them leave tomorrow, and 3 of them leave on Monday. Ow, pizza! What? I need to go find my nail trimmers, because this guy hurts. So enjoy them while I get my trimmers. Because, golly. No, you can't go out there. No. Bear, get off the toilet. You weirdo. What are you doing? What? I just caught my own cat playing in the toilet. Oh, why are animals so weird? Anyways. Hi, hello. I need to clean my litter boxes in here. They are quite messy. Oops. What, pizza? Mr. Rolls? How are y'all getting poop on the deck of walls? I don't understand. Understand, I do not. Pizza roll. Ow! You little sucker. Get off me. Or not. Mama, do you see this child? I know he's not technically yours, but he may as well be at this point. Ow. Oh my goodness. Wild banshees. What, pizza? You got stinky boxes. What? I need to refresh all your water bowls too, huh? Yeah. What, pizza? You keep following me around. All right. Hello, sir. How are you doing? Hi. What are you doing here, son? more bucks. Sorry guys, I can't see any comments if you're commenting. Stinky kitties. All that poop. And look, you're gonna poop more. What I even clean up for? Poopy, poopy, poopy. Let's get you some fresh water. And then we'll get the wet food. Which I know is what you're all waiting for. Pizza roll. I am not a climbing ladder. Let go. Watch out, guys. I'm coming through. I know, scary, right? So scary. Here's a bowl of water. Hi. Oh my goodness, pizza roll. Here's a bowl of water. Here's a bowl of water. Ow! You hooker. You hurted me. All right. I was just cleaning poop and gave everyone fresh water. And now I'm about to do Pizza Roll's nails since he doesn't know how to keep them off of me. Hi, Questy. What are you doing, Krusty? Oh yeah, okay, so I had picked up Kim so that we could go check the VA hospital traps that the 2 kittens were in. And while we were gone, she had left the kitties' catio open because we weren't going to be gone very long. It was like 15 minutes tops to get there and back. So we go to check the trap, and of course, while we're gone, this male cat shows up on her porch to check for food in the feeding station because we're trying to get them on a schedule so I can set traps in a couple weeks. Well, this one came early while the cats were still on the catio, and he's like, okay, so he skulks past them all slow, like, real careful. But they're all on edge. They're like, oh my God, cat, we don't know. And so they're all like staring, and their ears are all perked up, and their tails are flicking back and forth because they're like, this is our house, you can't have it. And he's just ignoring them. Poor Polly wants to get a better look, so she jumps down from the catio and into the windowsill, which made everyone kind of jumpy. They were like, oh, what was that? What was that? And then she goes into the house for a second and then steps back out and goes to jump onto the ground level so she could see this cat on the porch that was now behind the trash can. And when she did that, I think she jumped on someone's tail, and everybody flipped out. So there was Mittens, Sadie, Hannibal, Chewy, Polly, poor Polly. She kind of inadvertently startled everyone, and so now they're all like hissing and spitting and smacking each other, trying to figure out what happened, what's going on, and they're running around, and Polly's trying to get inside the house, and everyone else is trying to smash their way through the window to get inside the house, and it's just utter chaos. And then Mittens, who wants to act like he's all big, bad, and bossy, gets scared and goes into the window. Chilla sees him and goes, "This has to be your fault." So she starts a spat with him and is fighting with him through the curtain, mind you. They're like tangled up together through the curtain. Polly finally makes her way in and accidentally shoves Mittens off the ledge and goes down with him. And Chilla goes with him, and Chilla decides to turn on Polly because now Polly's knocked her off the ledge. And Polly just lays down like, "Please, no, don't hurt me. I don't want it." And Chilla finally is like, "Okay, fine." And she goes and puts herself away behind the couch, and everyone, it's just like pure chaos. But during all of it, Tiny Whiny, while everyone else is running away, he runs out into the catio. He's like, "I got this. I'll protect everyone." And he just so boldly goes out there, tries to figure out what's going on, realizes Chilla's starting stuff inside, so he comes in and stares Chilla down until Chilla puts herself behind the couch. And finally everyone calmed down, and the poor cat that was on the porch, he stands up and has his back all raised and his hair raised, trying to figure out what's happening, what's going on, trying to figure out if they can bust out and get to him. And he kind of does that little cat thing where he scuttles up next to him and he tries to smack Tiny through the thing because he doesn't know what's going on. And he's trying to get it to stop. And it was kind of funny to watch, and it's kind of weird to see, like, Mittens, who's this big badass cat, wants everyone to think he's the boss, and then when trouble comes, he runs away, and Tiny Whiny, Mr. Gentle Giant, is the one that steps up and starts protecting everyone. But it was just kind of, the first time I watched through it, it's loud and noisy and scary, but after you watch it a couple times from both angles, it's just kind of hilarious because it's literally them scaring themselves. All because they saw a different cat. And I'm like, you guys are so dumb. And poor Kim literally came home like 2 minutes after all this happened, and she's trying to find Chilla. And Chilla had put herself under the couch and everyone else was still on edge, and she's like walking around asking everyone, "What's wrong? Why is everyone so on edge? Why are you looking for a fight?" And I'm just like, if she had only known. It's because they were all just in a fight with themselves. But it was quite hilarious. It was funny. Nobody was injured, so we're allowed to laugh at it now. And it was just them scaring themselves. So, yeah, new cats can make cats edgy. It's kind of funny, sad. Sad, funny. What are you doing? Okay, so that was the other day, Andrea. It was like 2 days ago. Thursday? No. Yeah, Thursday. Tuesday. Wednesday? I don't know. Anyways, so this mama here, she's ready to be fixed. All the orange and buff kittens that are here will be gone by the end of Monday. 3 of them are leaving tomorrow to go to a different foster. They just need time to grow. And since they're friendly, I don't want to let them go. I like letting you guys watch them grow up. But they need to go to a foster that... So they're friendly. I can handle them. I can pick them up. I can give them medications. So they need to go to a more inexperienced foster so that the spicy ones that I find that are still of age to where I can tame them, they're the ones that I need to fill myself up with because they're the ones other people can't really handle. They're the ones that if I don't take them at a specific time and start taming them, then they're going to end up not being adoptable. They're going to end up with me waiting for them to just get big enough to fix and put back outside. And that's not what we want. So these guys are all going to go to a different foster, and I have about 15 litters that we think are at different locations. I have a list where I keep track. Everywhere that I trap, the vets tell me who's lactating, which tells me that they have a litter somewhere. And so I note all of that down. At this location, I put 3 cats that were lactating back out. So that's potentially 3 litters of kittens to find later. And so every 3 to 4 weeks, I'll message the caretakers. hey, have you seen any kittens? Did you get any photos of them so I can see about how old they are, if they're tameable or not? So, like, we just had 3 kittens that we found on Thursday. They just went to a different foster today. But she is also a foster who does really well with spicy kittens. So they'll be fine. And then all of these guys, I'm keeping pizza rolling all of them for now. The 4 downstairs will likely go to a different foster because they'll be friendly, and they need to leave soon so that I can get Mama on a stronger antibiotic. How many is... So I have 4 individual pins like these. So we just got the stuff to build Kim one of these. So it's a 48-inch dog kennel with a 30-inch like fastened to it. And the 30-inch I'll use for either, like right now they have litter boxes in them. There's an adult cat in this one. And this one's empty. I just have to clean it. But I usually keep the litter box here. Or if it's a mom about to give birth, I set that up with a bunch of blankets and whatnot, and they have their kittens there. And then the litter and everything is kept on this side. But that way the kittens don't get too far apart, and I'm able to fully cover that side. How long will I be TNRing? So I go all the way until winter. Usually the end of November, I'll stop. December and January, I take a break where I reset everything. I'll hire someone to steam clean all my carpets. I'll take everything apart, clean it, put it all back together, reset everything, and just kind of take a break, clean all my traps, rearrange and reorganize everything, and get stocked up for the next kitten season. So I'll go all the way till the end of November. And sometimes, even then, if other people are willing to help set the traps and whatnot, we still take some in to get fixed as TNRs. Or we'll even take in, there's times where someone will reach out and say, hey, I have this cat, I can't afford to get it fixed. Do you know of a low-cost solution? And I'll just take it in as a TNR for them. As long as we're not hurting for TNR slots, the vets don't really care. They just have to be ear tipped and given a rabies shot, and they get their spay and neuter. But they do require that the ear tip be done so that, you know, if it gets outside or whatever, people know that it's been fixed, since it's not being microchipped. Hi, Lori. Hi, everyone. Sorry, I really suck at this. Give me some time. I'll get better at it. I'm just shy, and I get all clammy and weird. What, little bagel bite? What, little bagel bite? I like how you guys all poop in a different litter box right after I clean them. Like, screw keeping even one of these things clean. I am in love with this kitten right here. This is Silas. Or no, this is Augie. And he is so fluffy. And I am so in love with him. I'm also in love with another orange one that I actually initially rescued. And I got to see him today at kitty intake because he came for his follow-up vaccines. And he's almost ready to be adopted. And who's what? MRRWWS. Thanks, guys. Hi, Max. Oh, hi, Fritz. Hi. But yeah, I'll take up to 4 litters at a time. And so most of the time it's 4 litters, or it could be 2 litters and 2 adults. Like, I have the adult in the pen up there. I also have 1 adult in my computer room right now. She's the one who we did an emergency spay on as a TNR because she had a kitten stuck in her birth canal, and she had 2 kittens still inside of her that were not alive. And so she had to have an emergency C-section spay to save her life. And then Uncrustable is hiding. She's underneath me, I think. What? What? I can't see. Can you see her? Is she under there? That's where she likes to sit. Was she there? But yeah. What? What, Mama? You just want wet food. Yeah, you. What? Come here and let me pet you, and then I'll get you wet food. You gotta learn to love me. So Mama here is not shy to beg for wet food, but she's not exactly fond of being pet. Like, she won't come to me for love. She'll come to me for everything else, but not for love. She doesn't care about being pet and loved on. So I plan to keep her for a little while longer after her kittens leave so I can work with her. Oh, my toe is so swollen. I stubbed my toe when I went downstairs to get a cookie. I guess that was life telling me I didn't need one. So instead I ate two. I'll show them. Uncrustable, where are you? Krusty? Wait, did she get out and I not notice? Krusty Dusty. Is there a kitten out here? Uncrustable. Get back in there. Sir. Sir. No. You want some wet food? She's in here somewhere. Where, I don't know, but I'm working on it. And it screams a lot. Don't act like I don't feed you. You got dry food. You're just being picky. Also, if anyone wants to donate, wet food I never get enough of. All the links are in the description. There's a wish list there where you can donate wet food. That is like the one thing I can never get enough of is wet food. Cats love it. Kittens, I use it for weaning. Nursing mamas. Who's in here? Oh my goodness, look at you guys. Hi. Hello. But neither of you are uncrusty. Where's our uncrustables? And why is there poop in that bed? Old poop butts, man, I tell you. Alright. Crustable! Where did you go? Out. Alright. Who's under here? No. 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 Apparently we have lost a kitten. Krusty Dusty, where art thou? Hello to my bathroom that needs mopped. Don't look too hard. Kiki Kitty. Watch her be back in there somewhere. Hello to my messy bedroom. They like to hide in this closet that my husband doesn't know how to pick up. Krusty! No. In the corner? No. Where are you at? Uncrustable! Well, I highly doubt she'd go downstairs, especially on her first time out. So So she's got to be back in that room somewhere. Kim must have crawled through the live stream and catnapped her. That's my story. Oh, look, there she is. I should be in here. The one place I didn't look. Hi. Maybe what? Porch light on for what? She was in this little hidey right here. Nobody ever uses that, so I didn't look in there. And of course, that's where she was. But there she is, right there. Everyone's happy and playing. And this one's got poop butt. That one right there. Poop butt. Can I wipe your booty? I don't really want to, but I should. With your crustiness. Let me find my wet wipes. Wherever they are. I can't find nothing in this house with y'all tearing it all up. Oh my goodness. I'm going to stub my toe again. Here we go. Guys, look. You got toys everywhere. Come here, Silas. Yeah. Oh, you're fine. Look at that poor crusty booty. Yeah, we gotta clean it up. Oh, poor baby. Is that scary? Yeah, is that noisy? Well, don't have a dirty butt. That's all I can tell you. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're fine. I'm just cleaning. You are absolutely, positively fine. The joys of kittens. It does not want to come off either. I guess we're going to have to cut it out, huh? To the scissors. This is where help would be great. But no, Kim doesn't want to help. She wants to go to bed. You're fine, honey. I know. Let go. I know, it's scary. I got it. I got the poop crusties. We did it. I know. I know. I'm so persistent that you must be clean. How dare I? We now have one poop crusty free kitten. Look how cute he is. Alright. So they all just got a bunch of dewormers recently. And that can make their stools a little awkward for a few days. So there we go. Bye, Kim. Sleep well. Thanks for watching. Oh my goodness. Look at the kittens. They play. So this red collar one here, his name is Silas. He's one of my favorites. He's absolutely adorable. What am I telling? They're all my favorites right now. They're all so cute. But I love orange cats. Orange cats and black cats. And then I love fluffy cats. And then Pizza Roll Man, I want to keep him so bad. But I also want this other orange kitty that's not even here. Apparently he attacks the vacuum cleaner. He's one that I did rescue, but then he went to a different foster because of space. I didn't have any room. But I got to see him again, and I watch all the little updates that the foster puts online, and I'm so in love with him. And I don't know what to do because I want pizza roll and I want him. But I kind of feel more attached to the other one, which makes me feel like a jerk. Lady Talia is a buff and white. And then that mama right there is orange. Fluffy orange tabby. But no little oranges. No baby oranges. Just a buff. The one all the way in the back here, right there, is the girl. Lady Talia. Oh my goodness, pizza roll. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Night, everyone. Leaving. I don't know who's leaving. I lost count. Is it Rizzy or Lori or both of you or whoever? Hi. Pizza Roll's king of the mountain. This toy that he's standing on is one of all the cat's favorite toys. That one and this blue thing back there, which I need to put the ball back in because they got it out. Get it. Get it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So do you guys want to see the adult that I have right now? He's extra handsome, but he sure is scared. He's a little chicken. Come here, sir. Let me move this over here. And then you can play with that there. There we go. Let me put this. What, Mama? You want pets? Oh, wow. Wow. He fell asleep right there. So this is the adult that I have right now. Kim thinks I should name him Mr. Belvedere. I don't know who that is, so I don't really care. But he's so sweet. You can see where the wound on his arm right here is where he got bit by another cat. Hi. Come here. Meow. Yeah. But he's actually sweet. He's a little scared. He's got little wounds all over where he's been bitten and whatnot. What? Come here. Hi. Hi. He likes booty rubs. I know. I know. You're so handsome. Yeah, you're so handsome. What? What do you think? He'll give me kisses sometimes too. He's got bite wounds right here on his inner leg. So he's kind of iffy about where he wants me to touch him because he's kind of got painful spots. Yeah. Here's bite wounds on the outer leg. This is what happens when you let your unfixed kitties outside. They get into fights, trying to claim all the girlies. He's got wounds on the back of his neck. Hi, sweetums. Hi. Each time I come in here and pet and work with him, he gets sweeter. I think he was just a cat that got out because he wasn't fixed, got lost. I've posted him in the lost and found groups. Nobody's claimed him. Hi, handsome. Yeah. Yeah. Are you purring? But he needs a name. He needs a name. Should I go with Mr. Belvedere and please Kim? Or should we go with something else for this handsome lad? He's already been fixed as a TNR because I did put him back thinking he was feral and just kind of a little more chill. But he got retrapped because he apparently really likes sardines. And after talking to the caretaker, he apparently is new to the area, only showed up within the past month, and has started trying to stay at her house for the food, but the other cats don't really want him there, hence all his little bite wounds. But look how sweet he is. And every time I come in here and mess with him, he gets sweeter and sweeter. He's not really against being handled. He let me pick him up. I had him in this down here, and he let me pick him up and put him up here. He absolutely, look, he just kissed me. Oh, what a sweet boy. What a sweet boy. Yeah, I don't think I'm putting you back outside. No, no. No, no. I'll give you more wet food tomorrow. If I give you too much, you're going to get the poopies. We don't want poopies. I'd say about 2, according to his teeth. I just looked. I should have I should have done that on camera, but it's hard to do everything with one hand. But he doesn't quite have what they call the bloodline in the front tooth, which comes in about 2 to 3 years of age. So my guess is he's like 1.5 to 2 years old. I am not adopting him. I have other cats that I want to adopt. I don't own this place, so I only have so many I can actually keep. And whereas my landlord lets me foster, I don't think he'd appreciate if I started keeping them all. Yeah, I think he was someone's cat. The area where I was trapping him from is where I used to live. I used to live in that little neighborhood, and back so where we trapped him at, there's a lot of condos, people that own condos. So there's like 2 to 4 houses all in a row, but they're individual houses. They're just, connected. But on the street connected to that street, it's all duplexes and rentals, and a lot of them take Section 8 or low-income families. And the thing is with low-income places, people like to get free pets online that they're not supposed to have. They don't get them fixed, then they escape, or inspections come around, people get nervous, they put them outside, hoping that they'll come back after the inspections are over, or they just don't care. Or they move and they leave the animals behind. So those are like the top 3 reasons. So escape just because their hormones really just want to breed, being dumped due to inspections, or being dumped due to moving. And then once they're dumped and they're not fixed, that's when the feral problem starts. They start breeding because all animals are driven by instinct. And basically their body says, we need to make more babies. We need to make more babies. We need to make more babies. And that's all their brain tells them until they get fixed. I like Stuart. He is very sweet. He was very scared the first day, but I always give him about 3 days just to adjust, open up, get to know them. Even with fosters, it can take up to, like, fosters that we know have always lived indoors, it can even take them up to a week to fully get comfortable in a new setting. That's another reason why I like to start them off in pens. I give them the little beds to hide underneath. If they're super scared, I have beds with the fronts and backs to them, so they have a whole cubby that they can hide in. But I'm able to lift that up over time, or put these beds in over time so that hiding space is a little less and a little less, and get them used to me, get them used to being pets, see if they open up or see if they keep acting feral. And then I let them have a whole bedroom. So once these kittens leave out, my older kittens I'll probably put in the computer room or downstairs for a while and let him have the whole upstairs bedroom for a little bit and see how he does. And if he continues to do well, then what will happen is he'll actually go into the bulk of the house as long as he gets along with my cats. And then the kittens will take this room back over. But I want to make sure that they're not going to hide to the point where I'm having to flip my couches every other day to figure out where they are. Because that's a hassle. That isn't helping them get over their fears. That isn't good for them if I can't see if they're eating, what they're eating, where they're going potty. That's yet another reason why quarantine is great. So for the first week or two, you can see if they're eating, drinking, pooping, peeing normally, because they're the only ones in the pen. So all reasons why quarantine and separation is important at first, and just to allow them adjustment period. And for kittens especially that are spicy, having them in a pen and then friendly kittens out in the room to watch. They watch the friendly kittens interact with me. They watch the friendly kittens play with me. And they learn quicker that people aren't so scary if they have other kittens to watch. And there's been many, many times that I've used my own cats to socialize kittens to people. And the faster that you can get spicy kittens next to cats that aren't spicy, they just take the lead and start doing what they're doing. And they're like, oh, well, if this cat thinks this human is nice, then I guess I do too. And that can help with taming kittens so much faster. But if you're going to do that, you want to make sure that your personal cat is fully vaccinated, because kittens, oh man, kittens like to be sick and get sick with all the things. So as long as your cats are fully vaccinated, then about the only risk you're going to run into is ringworm. And you know, that's still why you do a 2 to 4 week quarantine period. There's always a risk where if kittens are at an age where they're super spicy and you don't have a lot of time to despice them before you have to decide to put them back out, then you kind of just take your chances. Most of the time you can catch Why would I not give them water? Sometimes I'll withhold food for spicy kittens, but never water. But when I withhold food, it's because I'm hand feeding them 5 times a day. They only eat if I'm in the room. And it starts with me sitting all the way over here, and others, like, I'll slowly move my chair closer, I'll be talking to them, I'll be playing music, and then as I get across the room, I'll start holding the bowl up, and they get used to my presence, and then I'll start putting my hand under their belly or petting down their back, and slowly I'll start to lift them up and stuff like that. So I'll withhold food, but only because I'm giving it to them myself with me in the room 5 times a day. Say hi to my husband, everyone. Oh, he's shy. He said no thanks.
What the heck?
Say hi.
No, hi.
Come on, they want to see how handsome you are.
No, thank you.
Please.
No, thanks.
Look how shy he is. Anyway, he was coming to see what I was doing and didn't know I was live streaming. Soon what? What are we doing? I missed something. I get to talking and I forget to read the comments. In trouble for who? What, sir? Ma'am? Sorry. What? You want pets? Why are you screaming? I don't know what you want. What? Come here. Come here, Bagel. So this one right here is Corwin. What is your deal? Do you got a potty or something? My goodness. Apparently it's yellow clock hour. What? Are you going to go clean the baby? That's not even her baby. But she has taken all of the babies as her babies now. What, honey? What's wrong? What's wrong? Did you just want pets? Were you just screaming for attention? Look at Mama being all cute. Laying here. What, Bagel? Let me do your nails because they sharp. I wish you would eat more food. You're kind of skinny. You're never going to get neutered at this rate, or spayed at this rate. No. Hold still. This is hard to do by myself. Yeah. What? Is that what you wanted, was some pets and a nail trim? I'm sure you could have skipped out on the nail trim part, but here we are. Aw, thanks. I'm glad you like my names. There's a lot of people who think my names are too crazy. But, of course, you haven't gotten to my crazier ones yet. I have one downstairs that I named Charred Toast. It's an all-black cat, so it seemed fitting. Yeah, and it's not always about caring, Ruby. One thing that I've run into is a lot of people are just uneducated. The amount of people whose doors I've knocked on and offered to help fix their cats and explain what TNR is, they had no idea what TNR was. They had no idea that that was a solution to a problem. There's other people who it never even occurred to them that cats living outside was a problem. They just see it as nature, like they do a raccoon or a possum. I've talked to people before who just thought, oh, well, I just thought it was natural that they breed and have babies. And, yes, it's natural, but that doesn't mean that's the best life for them. And in the United States, and pretty much most of the world, they didn't originate in the wild. They were domesticated and then released. And so they are considered an invasive species. So while we may never fully get them out of the outdoors, we can at least help control the population. We can at least get them spayed and neutered and keep the suffering of newborn kittens down. We can at least keep them healthier, get the ones fixed that we have the resources to, and keep it from becoming such a large problem that we result to things like what Australia has done. Australia has become a catch and kill for feral cats, and it breaks my heart, and I don't want that to be what comes, because we used to do it here. It really doesn't work, but they've gone to the whole new we have to work on education. And Australia has started with catch and kill at the capacity of where they're setting traps that literally use technology to tell what species is in front of it and releasing poison or some other lethal form of whatever the trap does. Yeah, there's a lot of places that are trying new catch and kill methods, and the thing is they'll never really work unless you can take out the entire species from one location without leaving even two pairs behind to start over. Yeah, Australia started, they started doing it like 2 years ago, I think, but when you go back and look, they haven't killed nearly as many as they said they would because it doesn't work. It's a big reason why it doesn't work is because even though people are uneducated and they don't fix their cats, they still like them. They still care about them to some degree. They still, we see them as pets. So even though the feral ones are outside and scared, people would still rather see nothing being done versus killing them. And that's a large reason why catch and kill would never work, because most people don't support it, so it would never be supported enough to do any kind of actual difference. If you catch and kill at one single house and all the houses around you have cats, then they're still going to breed and just fill that spot back in. So unless you can take out an entire country's worth of cats in a few short weeks, then the problem's never going to go away that way. And the only thing we can really do is population control. But enough of my mumbo jumbo. What are you doing? Look at this little guy. This one is so small, and he's so spunky. This is Corwin. He's the tiniest little male of the orange litter. Oh, look at these two. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Hi. What you doing? Say hi.
Me.
Please.
No.
Come on.
No, I'm trying to look at kittens.
Oh. Well, come in. I'm not pointing it at you anymore.
Liar.
I'm not.
Okay.
He's so shy.
Hi. Stop talking about me. I'm right here.
Oh. Happy kitty. Andrea said, please say hi.
Are you more happy in here, Mama?
Yes.
Bully short hair orange.
She's been all over the place. She even screamed at me because she wanted wet food. We tried to take Mama out of here and put her in the office, but our office foster right now wasn't having it, so we put Mama back in here. So, Mama did not like office foster. And office foster said that was her office. Oh, he already left. He's very shy. I'll get him eventually. Eventually he'll screw up and forget and walk past the camera one of these days. And there's no taking back a live stream. So look at how cute and fluffy this kitten is. I can't stand it. Oh my gosh, look how cute he is. Oh. I love him so much. I wish this was all it took to foster, but man, if you could see how much poop there was in here like 3 days ago. I have 2 small short litter boxes over there because someone kept pooping over there. Tell me how, you can see that dot on the wall, it was bigger. Tell me how they got poop on the wall. Like, tell me how. I have that one encased in this thing because cats do get poop on the wall. They had poop all up on the wall over here. So I actually have some guard plastic I'm going to put up. I just haven't gotten there yet. And a lot of times I keep a litter box in here. But with kittens, they're not quite... All cats naturally want to bury their poop. But when they have diarrhea, they don't want to dig around and try to bury it. So they'll just kind of poop somewhere that they don't go often. They'll still pee in the litter box. They just don't like to poop somewhere where they might step in it because they don't see it later. So they will poop somewhere more obvious. And since all the kittens were recently dewormed, they all got the poo-poos for a few days. And it's slowly starting to look better. It's slowly firming back up. But my goodness, for a few days there, that's why at the end of the year, I try to raise money and just do a steam clean on all my carpets. I can do my whole house for like $200 bucks, $250, something like that. Because I just do this room, the office, and then my living room and dining room. So it's just 4 rooms, technically. And normally we didn't even do this room. But since this is a foster room now, it'll get done too. What is it with men and cameras? They're so scary. Oh, do you know what novels I'm talking about? Yeah, all of that orange litter is named from the same novel. So it's Lady Talia, Corwin, Silas, Wit, August, and Maddox. I don't know who I'm keeping. I don't even know if I am keeping. I really shouldn't. But my gosh, I like this one. I like the all orange one that was running around earlier. And I like Pizza Roll. And then I like an orange one that's not even here. I found him and we rescued him. But he's not even here right now. And I love him so much. He fights the vacuum cleaner. He plays with the Foster's giant Malamute. He's scared of literally nothing. And that's what I've always wanted in a cat. Which is why I really like Pizza Roll. Because he is literally scared of nothing. Though he hasn't met my dogs yet. Actually, let's do that. Let's bring in Karkars. Karkars is good with kittens. Mama does not like Karkars, but she'll be alright. Karkars! Come on, Karkars. Oh, here we go. Doggy time. What, Mama? What? You're okay. She's not going to hurt you. She just wants to see all the chickens. Mama says no. Mama's not happy. Karkars is scared of her, so she's hiding her face against me. We can safely say Mama doesn't like doggos. You're okay, Mama. You've seen her before. I don't even think she's properly scared of her. I think she just doesn't like her around the kittens. Yeah, Mama. See? It's just a toy. Oh, Mama. Yeah, Mamas. Come here. Oh, Mama. But Karkars is who I use to get everyone used to doggies because she's very gentle. She has helped me raise numerous litters of kittens. I've had kittens that were barely weaned or not fully weaned, and I had to bottle feed them while we found a bottle baby foster. I refuse to full-time bottle baby fosters because I will sleep through alarms and they'll starve. So I can do a max of like 3 to 5 days with bottle feedings, and then if they haven't found another foster yet, then I'm probably just gonna break down and cry. But luckily now I'll just be like, Kim, please come feed these kittens while I sleep for 8 hours. But before I didn't know anyone, so yeah, I'm still nervous on camera. That's why I get so weird, because I don't know what to do. Right, Karkars? But Karkars, if I have kittens that need stimulated, she'll do it for me, so I don't have to. She'll make them go potty, so I don't have to. She'll clean their face after we bottle feed, so I don't have to. And she pretty much mothers them until they go somewhere else or they don't need it anymore. She helps me get all of my kitten litters used to dogs. I think it's always a good quality for them to get used to dogs and people and kids. That's why I like for people to come over and mess with them. Kim's really great to come over because she's loud and boisterous and they get used to that. I'm not a very loud person. But it's good for them to meet all kinds of people, all kinds of chaos. They're used to hearing my dogs bark when people come and go, so barking isn't scary. But she gets everyone used to her. She's just sitting here, literally, just sitting here. She watches them. So this kitten is turned around. She's sneaking up to sniff. Oh, she's eating a piece of a litter that fell out. She likes to eat kitten Tootsie Rolls. But little Corwin, the tiniest kitten in the room, is like, what the frick is that? He's so curious. Oh yeah, I try to expose him to everything. The one thing that I don't have access to is people with children. Children scare the bejesus out of me. I'm terrible with children. I don't have children. I don't want children. When my cousin had children, she handed me her newborn baby because she had to get up and go potty. And she didn't say anything. She just handed me this like week-old baby and took off. And as soon as the baby started crying, I started crying with it. And it was just both of us sobbing at one another. It was horrendous. My uncle had to run in from the other room and save me. So I'm really weird with kids. So I don't even know anyone with kids. But that's something you also want to expose them to because kids are loud and busy and pick them up and set them down and pick them up and set them down. And yeah, it's good for them. Look how close Mama is to Karkars. All that hissing and what for? Oh, Karkars looked at her and was like, please don't smack me. Oh, what a good mama's. That's not even your kitten and you're going to nurse it. Yeah. It's funny. So, in the wild, it feels weird saying that, but in the wild, cats, typically like humans, females' heat cycles will sync up. And a big reason for that is because they'll all get pregnant at about the same time. They'll all give birth at about the same time. and then they co-parent. So they'll take care of each other's kittens. Or if one mama's milk dries up, then the kittens can be taken care of by multiple of the other moms. Or, you know, if one mom has a big litter and another mom loses most of her litter, it still evens out that way. So in much larger colonies, it's very common for cats to co-nurse or co-parent. For one mama to feed multiple litters of babies, or for them to pile them all together and co-nurse together. So you never really know who's what part of what litter. There was one place that I trapped at earlier this year, and we caught about 17 females, and they were all pregnant. And they were all within a week or two of each other. So that would have been 17 females co-parenting. A lot of those kittens, unfortunately, would not make it being outside. But they'd have a higher chance of making it since there were so many moms to co-parent. But all the moms were very young. Half of them were barely even a year old and probably would not have done well as first-time moms. A lot of first-time moms will abandon their kittens. They don't know what to do. They're often too young, or they don't produce enough milk, or something goes wrong without proper nutrition and stuff like that. What are you doing? I got distracted by a Hot Pocket climbing on me. Yeah, Hot Pocket, you sweet kitty girl. Are you a sweet kitty girl? What are you doing, Mama? Oh, Mama's like, oh no, the dog moved. How scary. How scary, Mama Dog. Yeah, Akara is perfect. She's helped me raise puppies, kittens. I have pictures of her with a puppy and kitten both nestled up with her sleeping. And we had the mama dog, but they very much loved Auntie Karkars. She's a very good teacher. She's very good at starting with gentle parenting and getting firmer as needed if puppies are rude. She's very gentle with babies of all kinds. My male, he's a little firmer with puppies, and he doesn't care about kittens. He would rather them not touch him. He'll growl at them, but he's not going to do anything to kittens. Puppies, he will correct them, though. He'll give them light corrections a few times, and if they don't get the hint, he'll give them a harsher one. But he's pretty good with them. He has helped me raise some puppies. He has helped with a litter of kittens. His thing with cats is he's gotten smacked by so many of them because he doesn't know personal boundaries that now he's scared of them being anywhere around his face. But it's kind of his own fault, so it is what it is. What are you doing, Hot Pocket? Wow. She got up and came closer to my dog. Are you trying to keep her away from the babies? Are you keeping an eye on her? Huh? Mama Emberly? What are you doing? What, mamas? She is eyeing Karkars. Like, what are you doing here? Yep. She's like, you cannot have my babies. Look at your mamas. Look at your mamas. She's just making biscuits on my carpet. She's got some bald spots because we had to cut some mats off her underside. She had some pretty big mats under there. Oh, mamas. Hot Pocket, that's not even your mama. Your mama's went back home. Oh my goodness. What a bully. You just shoved that little one out of the way. Look at this. Look. Wow. Wow, Mama. Wow. If Mama Cat wasn't here guarding them, Akara would be over there trying to steal their food and eat all the poopsicles out of the litter boxes. Okay, good night. Thanks for joining me. Oh yeah, it'll grow back. It just looks funny till then. I'm just glad we didn't have to shave anywhere else on her. It was all mostly her stomach and a big mat on her neck, but Cockars. Cockars, what doing? Yeah. Oh, Cockars. Oh, Cockars. Night night. Oh, Cockars. Look at this little kitten right here. She doesn't know what to think. Little wit right here. He doesn't know what to think. Oh, Cockars. You're in front of the camera. I can't see. Cockars doesn't care that I can't see. She said that's my problem, not hers. There we go. See, she's going. Mama left her an open spot. She's going to see what food she can scrounge up. Yeah, I'll probably never own anything besides a German Shepherd, except maybe a Golden Retriever. I kind of sort of want one, and I kind of sort of don't, because I love my German Shepherd so much. But, you know. Cockars, you're in the way. Nobody wants to look at your fuzzy side. That's no fun. Cockars, watch out. There we go. Look at that tail. Look at that tail. Who's Valor? Oh, he's your doggo. Okay. I mean, I guess I could have guessed that, but I'd rather just ask than assume. Cockars, your big old fluffy butt's in my way. Cockars. So Akara's name I kind of made up. I like the name Kiara from The Lion King. I'm obsessed with The Lion King. Look, Bagel Bite's gonna play with her tail. But Kiara was kind of overused. I know a lot of different dogs named Kiara. So I just kind of started playing with the sound of Kiara and letters, and I came up with the name Akara, which is Akahra. And then my male dog's name is Tajiro, which is my mom's name, Rita Joe, and the letters are just scrambled up to make the name Tajiro. Cockars. You're right in the way, sweetie pie. There you go. All the babies are getting sleepy. Oh, they're sleepy babies. Yeah. Night, Jessica. Funny story. In all of my nightmares of my husband cheating, it's with some lady named Jessica. When neither one of us even know a Jessica in real life. And he's the one person I've ever been with that I never thought would cheat on me. So, but I still have the, oh my goodness, pizza roll. He's the one person I've been with that I just know he'd never cheat on me. But I still have those dreams because it's happened so much in the past. All in the past. What are we doing? I'm probably going to end this soon. Look at this little kitten getting all defensive. This other one has no idea there's a giant dog behind him. He's just laying on that. Cockars is doing the cleanups. Sometimes I let her in here to clean up all the spilled food over there. Yeah. Mama walked around her. Wow. And that was my stomach growling randomly. Kitty, kitty, kitties. Alrighty. They're all tired. We're all getting tired. It's probably time to say bye. Oh, look. Uncrustable popped out to say bye too. Pizza Roll is not a fan of the dog. Come say hi. He said no. Look at his tail. My goodness. Oh my goodness. I definitely must need to bring her in more if you're that hissy with her. Oh my goodness. It was just me, Pizza Roll. It wasn't even the dog. But that's basically what happened with all of Kim's cats. They were on edge like that, and then one of the cats touched another cat, and it just started a chain reaction. And nobody was doing anything but freaking out. But anyways, look at that sleepy cat over there. Look at it. All right, guys. Off I go. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching and liking. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. The kitties love the fact that we're hanging out with them. I love educating. Sometimes I talk too much. I'll get over it. But thanks for joining. Have a great night. Bye.